He's super dope, super talented, skill wise.
Yeah.
His skill level is off the charts.
Every day, you got my heart going.
It's your boy Big Phil. I'm in the field with the Trackstarz, baby. Y'all know how we do it. Boom.
Yeah, back in the field with the Trackstarz, Ryan Righteous, SEANTANA, DJ Jeremiah. All right, so this is the moment we've all been waiting for half a year now. The hottest MCs of 2015, if you can remember back that far. One of these days, we're going to actually do this in the year it's supposed to be, but we're just going to knock it out now. All right, so you guys voted. Thank you for that. We compiled all the votes together. And we're going to go through it. So we have a couple of decisions to make because some people tied. So we got to decide who's going to get what. All right. So you ready for this? I personally hate this segment. Me too. I hate comparing Christians with each other. Some people hate when we compare Christians with anybody, but I hate when we do against each other for some reason. But anyway, this is how it works. All right, so
Periscope already blowing us up.
Some people tied. Okay, so we have 11 people to get into a top 10 because the 10th spot was tied. All right.
It's about to be an argument.
So here we go. So this, again, the purpose of this list is not just to be like, who's the best, and I don't care about that. The point is if you're witnessing to your friend and they're like, all right, you're saying Christian hip hop is not that bad. Let me hear somebody. What order from last year of albums would you hand to them as proof that it's not that bad?
That's gonna get in trouble after this list.
Oh, yeah. Right. So and here's this is the difference between this list. This list is based off hottest MC. We have another one called hottest lyricist and album, and so some people the list will be totally different depending on the criteria. The criteria for this is Jeremiah. I can't remember.
At one time we did say pusher of the culture. Are you pushing the culture forward?
Some of the criteria is unfair. There could be somebody who had a really great album, but it really depends on how much impact the album actually had. Yeah. So you could win a lyricist. You could get higher on the lyricist list than you might be able to get on the MC list.
I don't want to do the lyricist list.
I love the lyricist.
I do not want to do that list.
But anyway, so just be prepared.
Jack Rip's gonna sit
just be prepared for the backlash.
I'm already looking at one big exclusion from this list. That's
there's gonna be exclusions. But again, here's the thing. This is a lot harder year by year because now we actually know some of the people we're talking about.
That is true.
So it's going to be a little bit difficult to be like, yo, how come you put me?
Wait, this is a vote though, right?
It's a public vote. So
this is Trackstar.
This is not us.
The good thing is that these people have Ryan and Sean's number.
Right.
So when they get them calls, I just get the trickle down like, hey man,
but here's the thing.
This is what happened.
This is what we told Rapzilla. This is how because we going to get the backlash more now because more people know about our show. Yeah. But I think the reason they got so much backlash on their list is that it was all their opinion. What we do is we open up a fourth chair. You know, it's Ryan's list, my list, and Jeremiah's list, but then it's everybody's list. Yeah. You guys voted, and your list really shaped this list. Yeah. This doesn't look like my list. It doesn't look like Jeremiah's list. It doesn't look like Ryan's list. This is your list, and then our votes added into it. Okay? So we're going to have to make some decisions at certain spaces.
All right.
And there is absolutely no way to stop this from being offensive to certain people. It just really depends on how you take it. Yeah. If you're a good sport, you'll understand what we're doing here. If you're not,
never get that interview.
I will talk to you later. All right, so
stop beating around the bush. Let's go.
All right, here we go. So tied for number 10.
There we go.
Who would you say? You've already seen the list. Who would you say is left off? We usually do like an honorable mention section. Who would you say is left off?
It's a very big, obvious. Lecrae is not on that list.
Oh, okay. Let's explain that. This is for albums in 2015.
Okay.
He didn't put out an album 2015. So
okay.
So
good.
Lecrae always gives us a year to get somebody new at number one. Yeah. Because he usually takes a year off. Okay. So that's why. So 2016, he'll probably dominate that one.
All right.
But that's why Lecrae is not. Last year, I would say this for albums was a great year.
It was
a great year, man.
Dope.
People put they foot in their music last year, man. Like it was just like month after month people were coming out with heat, man. So all right, so tied for number 10. Thizzle, Marty. What are we doing there?
So the problem was this. I put Thizzle on my list a lot lower because I thought about the contributions that he had in 2015.
A lot lower, meaning like
closer
10,
to 1.
You always do this backwards.
What?
Higher.
Yes, higher.
One is
Okay.
better, so higher.
Low, I'm like 13?
No. Okay.
25?
Higher. I put them higher on my list because of all. I did my list. I guess I did it a little wrong. I did albums when I went back and talked to you, but I also did who was making a splash in CHH. Like
That's part
really.
of it. That's part of it.
Okay. Well, I looked at Thizzle and I said I can't leave him off the list. He had that book released. He had the album. He's
a big maker in St. Louis, man.
He was big in the movement.
He was on TV.
Yeah.
CNN.
So I was like, if you leave him off the list, man, you can just mute my mic.
Okay. I think somebody that you put on the list actually we should be replacing him with. Because to me, for instance, tied for number 8 and 9 is D1. Now I feel like this is more D1's year than last year.
But he came out with an EP last year.
But I feel like he's now starting to get to what
Against Us was a problem. Against Us was a problem. His EP was dope. I'm a Christian. That was on a lot of formats. Yahoo format and a lot of stuff, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who we kicking off? We kicking off Marty?
Yes.
I've been
Wait.
I've been
gonna kick off Marty on the Marty for President joint?
I've been campaigning for Marty
Marty
for
was
years.
dope.
But the
now.
problem with Marty
He
was
hit
that
number
he did
one
number
on
one.
iTunes.
And that's why I had him on my list.
But how you kick him off the list completely?
Well, because I'm just thinking like if it comes down to Marty versus Thizzle,
That's the Marty. Wait,
'Cause
I
this
met
is
Thizzle,
not-
so I still say I don't know. I go Marty in that situation. I go Marty in that situation.
But look how much Thizzle took to the streets.
Yo,
Thizzle did his thing.
Thizzle had a song on his project that was ridiculous. What was the name of it? It was
He had a song
Delay.
with he
Delay.
He had a song with
Yeah.
D1 that was tough.
Yeah.
Delay song
Yeah.
is professional. That joint
that is
sounded
so awesome.
great.
Yeah.
So that's tough for me. But Marty's project was amazing too.
Yeah, it was.
He had some joints
Marty
on
for
there
President
too.
was
So
fire.
that's gonna be tough. So now let me do the next two. So maybe we need to shuffle this a little bit. We have a little creative license on this.
All right.
Tied for number 8, KB and D1. Do we need to shuffle anything between Marty, Thizzle, KB, and D1? Because KB, I know it was a long time ago, but his album was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Rich Forever.
Sideways.
I'ma just do it.
What you think?
I like KB.
I mean, I
just
actually
think
had
you like
KB over D1 in this
I like
joint?
D1 though. D1 joined his joint went though. His EP went fire though. But
I
I mean,
had-
of course, you going against the Reach Effect. Remember that.
Yeah.
That's another thing too.
The
You
Reach
going-
Effect.
And because of the
Did
Reach
we make
Effect-
that up?
Yeah,
Did we make up the Reach Effect?
And because of the reach effect, I had KB very high.
That's the opposite of the Reach Effect. You have
That's
to take off points for the Reach
You're
Effect.
helping the Reach Effect.
That's what I'm saying. The reach effect gave him more points from me this time.
Why?
Because of the influence that Reach Records has on the genre.
Okay.
So if he puts out something, he tours, he goes anywhere, he does a feature, it boosts him up in my opinion.
But dude, D1 was everywhere last year. You know what I mean? Like if you follow D1 on Instagram, he is always like presenting, like he is always doing his thing.
But I
mean, he
had
was killing
D1
it.
high as well. So y'all's list where you got these folks at 10 and 9, 10 and 8 are killing me. I'm like,
yeah, these people were really high on his list.
Yeah, but if you got to make a choice right now between KB, right? I mean, who killed it? But I mean, versus D1, who you going with?
I feel like we should get some of the hate to Jack Rip since he's sitting here,
He is there.
and let him be the
And my dude
decision
is
maker.
quiet. Yeah, he's
He was like, I ain't part
You
of
know
this.
what I mean?
He's
Yeah.
like,
Man, I was trying to,
Yeah, I'm just waiting to perform.
like, man, I'm doing a feature with him. I can't say
I'm
that.
trying to get that collaboration. Y'all tripping, man.
I
So-
kind of like D1 because I mean y'all said about just the social effect. It's not just about the music, but he's really out in the community. He's making a lot of change.
Yeah.
in the community, and not just in his community because he's going out to different communities. You know, he's on the front lines whenever there's a situation, and he has look, he was able to do an interview with Ben Carson on BET.
Yeah.
So I mean that shows
That was-
his
but
reach
that was
and his
again
influence right
this
there.
year.
That was this year, but
But
I mean,
still, he was on BET last year, right?
yeah.
He was part of their college tour.
I mean,
The
yeah, I
BET
mean, he's
Matters
on
tour.
Sway in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So I
He
mean,
was,
like his
yeah.
influence is outside of just
Everybody
CH.
had their threes up last year.
Honestly, I think people when they think of the big three, they're starting to put D1 with like NF, Bizzle, Lecrae.
Right,
Like
yeah.
as far as people that
You left
Don't
Andy
need-
out of that list right there.
yeah. Like, not like as a diss. I'm just saying, like,
he'll be happy about that. He'll be like, yeah,
I'm sure.
you. God bless.
What I'm saying is that D1 didn't need Lecrae to be D1.
Yeah,
He
You know what I'm saying? Like, Bizzle
right.
didn't need Lecrae to be Bizzle.
What has D1 needed, like cosign wise? Because
I
I
mean,
mean,
he got most stuff by himself.
he signed RCA Inspirational.
Money.
yeah.
He got backed by a man from Cash
But
Money.
who's the cosign?
The cosign. I mean, a lot of people wanted him. Like Young Money wanted to sign him. But he did get a cosign from Manny Fresh. Manny Fresh gave him a cosign.
Okay.
Early in the game.
All right,
Manny
all right.
Fresh is in one of
So
the
are you?
videos.
So
Yeah.
it's still down to Thizzle and Marty.
To
number
me,
10?
I would say
Dizzle.
Dizzle.
You gotta go Marty, man.
Marty hit number 1 on iTunes
He
for
did.
rap. Period. Rap. I don't know, man.
Marty is quite
but here's the
consistent,
thing.
man.
This
He's
was- I
quite
think-
consistent.
I say Marty's time is coming.
Yeah,
I think he's coming.
But they
this
going
might-
back to doing Social Club more though, right?
But it's still, even if they do Social Club, Marty
So-
can still get on the MC.
Okay,
list.
all right. So I would say give it to Thizzle because Thizzle is his own machine.
Yeah, he's
his own machine.
the stuff he did in St. Louis alone last year.
Yeah.
Social impact, I think that puts him there. So
Yeah.
he should be
Marty-
higher than 10 then.
Yo, but Marty broke
Yeah, y'all
away.
tripping.
Marty broke away from Social Club and kind of did his thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
It's not
to
break
broke
away,
away,
it's
not broke
just
away.
individual.
But I'm saying, like, he came, like, okay, it's normally a package deal, right? But he presented himself, just himself,
Yeah,
right?
and
And he
people still
killed
accepted
it.
But his
Yeah.
push came from Social Club being a duo.
Exactly.
So that's the
He
other
did,
thing.
but still.
Thizzle is Thizzle.
He is the
all right, so it's
outstanding
settled.
character.
Thizzle 10,
Wait,
Yo, we just spent the whole
Thizzle
10 minutes
10,
on that one.
KB or D1 at 9.
I'm going D1.
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 D1 is at 9.
Yeah. I was just.
Are you trying to bring him up?
I'm asking. D1 is tied for 8 right now. Who gets 9 and who gets 8?
D1 gets 8.
D1
KB
gets
gets 8.
Periscope said
Okay.
kick KB off the list completely.
Ooh.
All right, so Thizzle at 10, KB at 9. This is y'all's list. Y'all voted, so we can't do that. So Thizzle, KB, D1. Next on the list, Eshawn Burgundy,
Yeah.
number 7.
I think he should be higher, man.
What y'all think?
Fear of God is a problem. That album is good.
Yeah, it was a good album.
It was good.
I went back
Very
and
good
listened to a
album.
lot of these albums this week before I made my list. Fear God.
Well,
God's
but here's the
amazing.
thing: that there's no tie there. Like, he just got 7, so I think we got to keep him. But
Yeah.
based on the fan vote, with our votes, he legitimately hit 7. And
Yeah.
a lot of it was we had him higher, and it all worked out that way.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so next on the list, number 6, Gemstones.
Gemstones for life.
Gemstones
Yeah.
should be higher.
Gemstones is a beast.
Gemstones should be higher.
Gemstones is a legitimate beast.
I'm
Yeah.
worried what the top 5 is actually going to look like because the top 5 is
Good.
Top 5 is strong.
my top 5 has almost been mentioned already.
Dude,
Top
well,
5 is
you probably
strong.
got a bad top 5.
You're gonna have to
'cause,
fight against top
this
5.
top 5 is insane. I'm
All
just
right.
being honest.
So now we have our next tie. You ready?
Yeah.
Tied for number 4.
Wait, what about them? Okay, so 4 and 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Tied for number 4. Bizzle. Andy Mineo. Who gets 4? Who gets 5?
Some people heard that Andy album he released last year, man, and they would probably like not even put him on this list. Some people.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Wow.
Because a lot of people, the feedback that I saw, at least online, wasn't all that. You know what I mean? They didn't really. Some people didn't love it as much as they loved his older stuff.
Nah, I didn't like it that much. When we were doing the album review or getting ready to do the album review, and I listened to it, I was like,
Y'all might want to give Bizzle number 4 because if y'all say anything against Bizzle, he got an army of folks that will.
He's well connected.
There's an army of folks
He has
against Bizzle too, though.
I'm saying he got an army of folks that will literally come for y'all. Did y'all? I seen one of y'all episodes, or one of the people that we all know here he got the business because he stated his opinion, and I was like, good God, he has an opinion.
Those ICTs, boy.
yeah, but here's the thing.
No, they not ICT. Those legit.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna rank Bizzle higher.
Yeah, you are.
Than Andy. yeah, I am. But it's also because if you're looking at CHH, Bizzle is carrying that. that
Content
torch. He's
wise.
carrying the torch. He's carrying the torch where he's not denying it or trying to get away from it.
Exactly.